Severe weather coverage will begin shortly on Dr. Don's weather. Please, stand by. Severe weather coverage will begin shortly on Dr. Don's weather. Please, stand by.
Well, good afternoon, East Alabama and West Georgia, coming up on 5:20 on your Tuesday afternoon, May 24th, 2022, as we are watching some pretty strong thunderstorms across portions of East Alabama. And we are just going to tell you what we're looking at here this afternoon. Now, I think this is going to pretty much stay in Talladega County. But you folks over here in western Clay need to pay attention to this also. It's a pretty nasty cluster of thunderstorms there just west of Sylacauga and just south of Childersburg and up there around Harpersville. This is going to continue moving off to the east, northeast. Will affect places such as Sylacauga, Winterboro. It may make it into western Clay County, Chambers Springs, up there around maybe right there along the stair step, we call it, between Clay County and Talladega County. And then the city of Talladega itself may have to deal with this too if this storm system holds together. Let's put this in motion. And let me zoom out just a little bit so you can kind of get a feel for the motion on this particular thunderstorm cell. You can see there that I think the eastern flank of this storm is really going to be a close call as to whether it gets into Clay County or not. It is really moving off to the northeast in the general direction of Childersburg, Sylacauga, and then eventually up here toward Talladega. I'll zoom back out and show you that the rest of East Alabama is in good shape this afternoon. We've been watching this area of activity move in off the Gulf of Mexico. Started this morning, and it's been slowly moving to the northeast all morning and into the afternoon hours. And we're seeing some pretty big thunderstorms blow up along this line from time to time. Some nasty stuff over there in West Alabama, right along the Alabama-Mississippi state line. And we're beginning to see it increase in intensity, too, there, just north of Birmingham. So for you folks, though, in southern Talladega County, let me switch over to a different product here. I want to show you the high-resolution velocity, and I'll show you that we have an area right there that could be laying down about a 40-mile-per-hour wind gust, especially right there between Childersburg and Sylacauga, where you see the orange. Let me bring this current, and we will go in a little bit closer for you. And then let me go to the telestrator, and this area here it'll be moving in this general direction. Go back and we'll see if we can highlight this for you. Pretty much that area that you see with the bright oranges and the reds are, that entire area is going to continue to move on up to the northeast. So we are talking about places like Center Hill, Oak Grove. If it holds together, up there maybe around Ledbetters on Highway 21, Sycamore on Highway 21 north of Sylacauga is where the highest wind would cross over Highway 21. Though I think you're going to feel this down there in Sylacauga, and you're getting it up there in Childersburg right now. It's a pretty strong area of activity. It is below severe limits. But it is a strong thunderstorm this afternoon. And later on down the road, if it holds together, maybe the city of Talladega, places like Stockdale, these are all Talladega County locations, Waldo, Chandler Springs, Ironton, maybe down the road a ways. So there's a special weather statement that's in effect currently to cover this. And I will read the text of that special weather statement to you. Strong thunderstorms will impact portions of southern Walker, southwestern Talladega, eastern Chilton, northern Tuscaloosa, Shelby, Jefferson, northwestern Coosa, and southwestern Fayette counties through 5 p.m. this afternoon. That should be through 6 p.m. this afternoon as this line of storms continues to move off to the north. And if you're down there in extreme northwest Coosa County, you're dealing with some of this as well. Let me go back to the reflectivity, and we'll look at actually the heaviest part of that has just moved through Coosa County. So it's all up in Talladega County now. We'll bring the radar current for you. And that little piece that's going to skirt just to the west of Sylacauga is what moved through Coosa County earlier. Pretty good lightning output there, 41 strikes in this particular storm over the last 2 to 3 minutes. We also have a hail marker there. There's a 70% chance that we have some hail. It should be small hail, though, about a ½ inch or smaller in diameter, so we're not really worried about the hail. The main reason we have a special weather statement for this cluster of thunderstorms is going to be for wind gusts of up to 40 miles per hour. And again, that is moving through the Childersburg area as we speak. And go back over to the velocity one more time quickly, and show you that heaviest wind is right there around Center Hill, which is right along Highway 280 between Childersburg and Oak Grove, or between Childersburg and Sylacauga, is where the highest wind is crossing over the 280 corridor this evening. So again, though, nothing severe. We have no severe watches or warnings in effect for you this afternoon. Just a heavy thunderstorm moving through the area. You know the MO. We've been doing this now for 2 or 3 days. It just keeps happening. And that's going to be what we're going to be dealing with for the next couple of days, too. I think the coverage will be much less tomorrow, but late afternoon showers and thunderstorms will be a possibility tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we have a cold front that's going to move through, and we're hoping now that is going to be the final push, and that will get all of this mess out of here by the time we head toward our holiday weekend. So bear with me 1 second. One more thing I want to show you before we end this report. I'm going to zoom out and kind of give you the overall picture of what's happening here. We have big thunderstorms down here in southwest Georgia. That is lifting to the north, about to move into the Macon area. So probably by 9 or 10 o'clock tonight, this activity will make it up into the Atlanta area. I think East Alabama's probably going to get the left-hand side of this activity as it moves right up the Alabama-Georgia state line. You can clearly see, we'll put it in motion, and you can see that we're moving to the north here with all this convection that's popping up down there in southeast Alabama and portions of northern Florida and southwest Georgia. It's all moving north. So probably another hour or so, you folks down here in Lee County and over in Harris County, Georgia, will start dealing with this. A couple of hours, we'll see it up into Tallapoosa and Chambers and over into Troup County. And then probably by about 8:30, 9 o'clock, we may get some of this up into Clay, Randolph, and Hurd as well as it lifts off up to the north. So kind of a 1-2 punch going on right now. We have storms affecting the extreme western side of the Dr. Don coverage area, and that's going to continue over the next couple of hours. And then these heavier storms down here in South Alabama will rotate up to the north as well later on this evening. And then as we zoom back out, you can see we've got a pretty good coverage of showers and thunderstorms over Mississippi as well. And again, there's the overall picture of the southeastern United States this afternoon. The primary thing we're looking at right now is this activity across southern Talladega County, and that's why we came on to do this particular update. Let me get it back up here and zoom in a little bit more for you. And there. You can see the motion on the storm And we'll let it loop one more time, then I'm going to stop it. And there you go. That is current. Going a little tighter for you here. Again, there is a hail marker on this storm, but it's showing a 60% chance of hail, and it's below severe limits if there is any in that storm. I think the main reason the Weather Service wanted to pull the trigger on that special weather statement is going to be for the possibility of hail, possibility of some strong gusty winds up to around 40 miles per hour. And I think that is probably the biggest threat with this thunderstorm complex. And just looking at the velocity, it looks like the heaviest winds are going to be between Bonaire and Center Hill and back up toward Boaz Corner, back down to around Pleasant Hill. And then, between 76 and Oak Grove is where the highest winds would be, and that's moving off to the northeast. You folks up here in Winterboro, heads up. That storm is headed in your general direction. So let me jump over here to the chat room and see if anybody has any questions right quick before we wind up this report. Marie is in Clay County. Miss Vivian's watching us over in Wadley. There's Miss Linda. She's watching us this afternoon. Diane is in Roanoke. Melissa Franklin in Blairsville, Georgia, Union County. That's just right up the road from where I am, Melissa. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on up here in North Georgia. Gonna have to switch to Atlanta right quick, so y'all just bear with me while I do that. It'll take just a second for it to load. Last time I looked at North Georgia, because it does look awfully stormy up here, but so far we haven't seen anything. Well, looks like we have a frozen radar there, so let me see if we can do this a different way. There's always more than one way to skin a cat. All right, so come on, Mousy, work for me. Y'all bear with me. We're going to make this happen. All right, now then, well, how y'all doing? That didn't work. Well, maybe not. Try one other thing right quick. Folks, this is live. Stuff like this happens from time to time. All we can do is try to figure out a way to fix it. All right. Now we're going somewhere. Okay, now here we go. North Georgia. You folks asking questions up here in North Georgia. You got a little shower right there around Dahlonega. You got one just to the east of Ellijay, and then you have one up there in Union County, just to the northwest of Blairsville. It is very light. It's not severe. And that is going to be moving on off to the northeast, I believe. Let's put that in motion. It is moving to the northeast. And you can see there that we have a warm front draped across Tennessee. That thing was down here across central Alabama and central Georgia about 2 or 3 hours ago. But now that warm front has moved well to the north, and that's what's allowing these storms to barrel on up to the north as well. So that's what we're looking at up here in North Georgia. Nothing severe. It looks a lot worse than it actually is out there, trust me. It looks like it could storm at any moment across North Georgia, but nothing really of any significance showing up out there right now. And let me switch back to Birmingham right quick on our backup radar, which lately has been working better than our primary radar. So anyway, there's the storm we're looking at. This is a heavy thunderstorm now, just the heaviest part of it crossing over 280 right there at Childersburg. Then stretching all the way up to Harpersville, back up toward Moody, just crossed over I-20 near Leeds, and that will continue moving off to the northeast. So you folks up here in Pell City, city of Talladega, got a pretty heavy thunderstorm headed your way. It is below severe limits, but it is a strong thunderstorm, so be aware of that as it moves into your area. All right, so appreciate you folks joining us this afternoon. If you'd like to support us by sending us some love, click on those Facebook stars and send us some Facebook stars this afternoon. We appreciate that. And I know some of you have been having trouble with Facebook stars. It's not unique to Dr. Don's weather. We've been having problems all across the platform. So if you're having problems with Facebook stars, you can always go to our website and you can support us there as well. drdonwx.com/donate if you'd like to support us here on Dr. Don's weather. If we have any more severe weather or any threats of severe weather or strong weather across the region, I'll be back with you and we'll have further updates here on Dr. Don's weather. Thanks for joining us.